Hey guys, this is Shaft, and welcome to episode 7? Part 2. This is game number 2 in a Clan War Best of 9 series. It's the Pro League format. So, Team SC2S took the last game in a very convincing fashion. Yeah, you like that build-up? I couldn't remember the word, I swear. And laughing at my terrible, terrible fortune is Sensory Gaming's Matt C. Matt, buddy, what do you think's going to happen here? Because we're on Newkirk, and we've got another PvP. Here we go. In the bottom left-hand corner, we've got the blue Protoss player representing Impulse Gaming. It's Energy Gun. And here on the bottom right of that very same map, it is the cheesy orange player who unfortunately always gets crumbs in my beard, Cheeto.
I see what you did there.
Indeed, indeed. So it's PvP. What are your thoughts, bud?
Oh man, PvP.
It's another one. It's another one. We just casted
another one.
It had Phoenixes. It had DTs. Are we going to see something like that again?
I'm gonna go ahead and say probably.
One
just
base
for
play?
Yep, just one base play, and it's gonna depend on who techs and who expands.
I agree. I think Gun is going to have to be the aggressor. Cheeto is known for his macro game. He's not going to all-in again. He's not going to do another timing attack. He's not going to be the aggressor of this game. I can promise you that. I know this guy. I haven't seen the game yet, but it's just my feeling. It's my gut feeling, because he is a macro player. He's shown aggression just to show, hey, I can do this, be scared. And now he's going to just macro off, play safe.
Because Shaft is also a wizard, he knows this.
Dude, I practice magic like Alexander Crawley, motherfucker.
Alright.
His name wasn't Alexander.
I'm still digging the pylon skin, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the Justicar skin. Yeah. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. The hero probe died.
Indeed. It was a nice little surround there by Cheeto. Definitely. Alright. So, Alistair Crawley, just so you guys don't think I'm an idiot, I was testing Matt.
What did you say?
Earlier I said I do magic like Alexander Crawley.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, never mind. It way overhead. Never mind. Some people out there will get it. Some are going to be like, what the fuck? Either way, Cybercore third of the way through. That's really what we're waiting to finish here, because nothing can happen until this Cybercore is done. No tech. You're not going to see an expansion without at least a Stalker or a Sentry. So, yeah, we wait for the Cybercore to finish. La-di-da-di, we likes to party. We don't cause trouble, we don't bother nobody. We just two mothers who rock
there
the mic.
There it is, Shaft.
Yeah. What happened?
The double stalkers came out. Well, not double stalker, but stalker from both players.
Yeah, that's not really a giveaway. I don't think sentries are too viable of an option anymore. They really delay that extra tech, which again in turn delays your expansion. So.
Right. Now we just gotta wait and see. There's a sentry right there.
Yeah. Okay. So looks like Energy Gun may be an aggressor here, as sentry force fields are pretty good when attacking.
Ooh, he's got the robo dropping as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then he'll follow this up with 2 more gateways, and proceed to attack his opponent. 3-gate robo.
You think maybe he's dropping that robo as well because he saw the Dark Templars last game?
No.
No? Okay.
Cannons would have been a better option if that were the case. You could always get a +1 attack with cannons. Or with a forge, and then transition into cannons, take an expansion if you wanted to, and then be completely safe against DTs. But doing it this route, you spend that 100 gas, I believe it's 100 gas on a robo facility, and then you delay whatever you wanted to do just to get an observer. And no, it's not cost effective.
Right. Cheeto's got that Stargate, and we do see that Immortal coming out.
Mm-hmm. So how does Stargate play, like Phoenixes and stuff, do against Immortals?
Well, if the Phoenixes go in, they can pick off the Stalkers, leaving the Immortals basically with no DPS, allowing, you know, the other army to just kind of kill the Immortal right away. Or vice versa, you know, say they just want to pick up the Immortal, that's just going to go ahead and neutralize that too, but probably going to see them pick up the Stalkers instead.
Alright, so Void Ray on the way. How often do you see Void Rays mixed into this Phoenix play?
Well, right now, Void Rays, really good, especially against, if you look at a Protoss army, because they do the extra damage against armored units.
Okay.
When they're channeled. So, say, you know, say he has a lot of Stalkers in that army for Energy Gun, the Void Ray will be able to kind of shred through that Stalker, you know, armor and kill those off. Again, the DPS being neutralized here.
Gotcha. So we actually do have gun expanding. I was not really expecting a 3-gate Robo Expo, but okay, it works for me. And he's actually going to use the Phoenix here to scout. That is just hallucinated, so...
Oh, and he sees the Void Ray too.
Indeed. Looks like Cheeto wants to do a timing attack here, and he's just convinced to make a liar out of me, because I said he was going to be the one expanding, didn't I?
Maybe he heard you and didn't want you to be right. That's a lot of force fields going down there.
Now, he killed off 2 Stalkers, so I'd definitely say it's worth it, but there's only about 2 force fields left.
Right.
So actually, we're gonna have Cheetah making some force fields of his own. Now this could be a risky
great
play.
Force fields there. Look right there. He's got the channel there. It's just ripping through that Stalker from the Void Ray, and he's gonna target down that Immortal as well. And
still too many units here from gun.
Yeah, that's just, he tried to fight up the ramp there without any vision, really.
Yeah, actually, I want to revisit that for a second, because at first it looks like a pretty good battle here for Cheeto, but there's a money point. Let's find it real quick. Alright, so let's rewatch this battle, guys. Dun 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 dun. Braveheart music. Alright, so pause. Take a look at the force fields here. Let's even go back to normal vision. So, look at how many units gun actually has able to attack here. I'm even going to highlight this. It's going to be this little block. That's about 6 units. Where only 5 of Cheetos are attacking. However, 3 of Cheetos are sentries.
Right.
Actually, yeah. That's 3.
That's that's 3.
Okay.
Actually, all 4 of those are attacking.
Okay, yeah, 4. So that's really, really not good for Cheeto there. 4 out of his 5 units are attacking his opponent, and those are sentries. Whereas most of what Gun has attacking are Stalkers. So poof go the sentries. You can even see the puff here of a sentry that had just died. So Cheeto led into this battle with his sentries, his energy units. They didn't even have that much energy, if you remember, because he just warped them in.
Right.
So they're kind of sacrificial. And watch what happens here. Bear in mind, this little channel here is still giving Gun a concave, where mostly Cheeto's units aren't even attacking here. Half his army is actually behind the force field. So it's like a perfect anti-Zerg split, in other words. Anyways, continuing the rest of this attack, the Void Ray is taking most of the hits from the Stalker here. And that leaves basically nothing but Stalker Sentry to get cleaned up.
He also, he spent a lot of time trying to kill that Immortal when he had those, you know, low health Stalkers sitting there he could have just picked off.
And Stalkers do a hell of a lot of damage as well.
Remember, Immortals can't look up.
Haha, very true, very true.
Okay, so that was our first skirmish of the game.
Yeah, how far behind now would you say Cheeto is? I mean, this is 14 supply, but...
Well, I mean, he lost, you know, his entire attacking army there, save 2 Stalkers and 1 Sentry. He lost the forward pylon, and he lost the Void Ray. Void Ray's, you know, that's 250 minerals, 150 gas.
Mm-hmm. True that. True that.
So, really didn't pay off for him there.
Yeah. Actually, if you look at the harvester count, Gun is about 5 harvesters ahead here. And according to the unit's loss tab, Cheeto's lost 1,100 more resources. So this is kind of speaking for itself in a lot of ways here.
Alright, there's the mothership core coming down, and with the robotics bay for energy gun.
That's very, very true, my friend. Very, very true. So, what is the next stage in the development of this game?
Well, right now it's gonna be either a timing attack or someone's gonna take their third base. Energy gun right now, he's in a great position. If he wants to hit a timing attack, he can. But if he wants to expand, he can. He's not really too concerned. I think he's dropping that proxy out there. He may be setting up for some sort of push.
Yeah, this is a fairly hard map to hold a third on. That's my only real concern. And with both of these players sitting on fairly low harvester counts, is taking a third such a good idea here?
Well, right now, for energy gun, I think he'd be able to get away with it because of how far ahead he is. But it's probably not the best idea.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, well, he is scouting here with a Phoenix, so perhaps he's contemplating the possibility. He may not quite know what kind of position Cheeto's in, or if he could manage to hold one. Now, we do have Gun going ahead and securing his base with a couple of cannons. So, with the cannon, you know, he putting himself in that much better position to go ahead and expand.
Right, and he also knows that, you know, he's got vision of that base up there. He knows that there's nothing going on up there hidden from him, and he, again, looks like he's staging for an attack sometime in the near future.
Yeah. Well, going ahead, scouting 2 Void Rays here. He does see that, you know, there's not very much here in terms of Phoenix, but Void Rays do pretty good against Colossi last I checked, right?
Right, yeah, again, they're not only are they air units, Colossus can't look up either. Again, they have the channel, which, you know, does the additional damage to armored.
Yeah, so would you say it's a good idea for Gun to continue producing Colossi at this point?
Right now, I think he's producing the Colossi just for splash to take out the ground army, and he's going to throw in something like Archons or anti-air to deal with the Void Rays. So he's probably going to build just enough to handle the early splash.
Yeah, he's also got pylons here at the natural expansions here for Cheeto, so always possible for him to apply some aggression should he choose to.
Yeah, for sure. So, alright, we got the lot legs coming down for Cheeto here.
Yeah, Zealot legs make a huge difference in this game. You can actually negate most of the Colossi's damage with just Zealot legs if you can get a good surround on the army. Definitely.
So, and we're gonna have the blink research coming down for energy gun here. That's again probably a reaction to him seeing the Void Ray. He's gonna wanna, after he deals with that ground army, be able to blink those stalkers underneath that air army.
Yeah, actually, I really like that decision. The Colossi, he's only stayed on one. He's now switched back over to Immortals. So yeah, it's completely he knows this Colossi is gonna die, no question.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's there to just kill off some Zealots and other ground units while he deals with the air army.
That is awesome. Well, he's working on a 21 harvester lead, wow, a 24 supply lead. So, man, he's just looking in better and better position here. I really think he's going to take a third in the next couple of minutes. Maybe after some kind of timing or, I don't know. Do you think he'll expand or hit a timing?
Right now, he's got that observer going out there. I think that's going to be based. He's going to probably look at the army, and then he's going to make his decision after he sees the type of army Cheeto has. He's going to, he's moving out right here, and since he's only moved out this far, again, he's hesitating here, so I don't know if he actually knows what he wants to do yet. I think he wants
He's
to
taking that
expand.
third, yeah. But interesting to note that there is a pylon going down for Cheeto, so Cheeto wants to hit a timing. Let's actually
Yeah.
pause a second, go ahead and compare armies real quick. Units. Okay.
Yes, sir.
17 Stalkers, 4 Energy Gun, 2 Immortals, 2 Zealots, 4 Sentries, and a Colossi. Fairly good army. Definitely a lot of anti-air. He can get some force fields, but there's not going to be much follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Immortals are mostly his DPS for ground, so he's banking on, there being a lot of armored units.
He's gonna. Sorry, go on.
It looks like. Well, no, go ahead. I was about to switch subjects.
Oh, I was gonna say that for his army composition,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna really have to get his force fields correct here, because if he doesn't do that, the way his army's set up, he's gonna lose it.
Gotcha. Now, we have 11 Zealots for his opponent, who actually went Zealot legs. So, Zealots do a little bit better against Immortals than Stalkers do. Not necessarily like they do better, but they're cheaper, so they're more cost effective.
Right.
You also have, is that 6 Void Rays?
That is 6 void rays.
Wow. A Mothership Core, a Sentry, and 3 Stalkers. So you've got, how would you describe this army? Wow. It's kind of wonky there.
Well, he's if you see there for Cheeto, he's playing he's gonna use the zealots to keep the void rays alive.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try and get right up in the stalker's face. He's gonna have the void rays channel their beams. He's gonna lose a lot of the zealots here. Again, though, he's replacing the sentries with the zealots to just kind of push against this, because he knows that Energy Gun's army isn't as tanky as his own. He doesn't have a lot of zealots, so his zealots will be just fine running in there. He's also got that mothership core. I don't know if he's going to bring that or not, but if he does, he has time warp to his advantage.
Very, very true. Now, Gunn actually saw the moving out of Cheeto here, so he actually completely retreated, moved his own pylons back, stopped his expansion, and is just going to defend this at his ramp. A lot of decision making going on there. Let's go ahead and get into this battle, folks.
All right, here we go. He does have that observer. He's gonna pop a guardian shield a little prematurely there, and it's waiting now. And here it comes. There's the force field splitting off those stalkers. They're not able to get any damage off. And look at that. He's gonna blink right underneath the void rays. That's what he wanted to do there. He wanted to split Cheeto's army up to be able to kill off the void rays.
Yeah, you called Energy Gun premature, but it looks like Cheeto was the premature one, hitting an attack that just was not necessary. Going up that ramp was a huge mistake. Baited the force fields. Zealots don't do very well without a good concave melee units. That was sloppy.
And Cheeto's army was designed for an open field engagement, not a ramp engagement. His stalkers didn't have blink, as you saw. I talked about for Energy Gun, the force fields were going to dictate how that fight went. His force fields were perfect there. They stopped the stalkers from doing any damage, and look at what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. That was a very unfortunate game there for Cheeto. Going ahead, dropping the GG.
That was just, I think honestly, in Protoss versus Protoss, it is just, your positioning has to be very on point, because if you mess up the slightest, Protoss kind of tend to dictate how a fight happens with all the abilities they have.
Yeah.
You mess that up in the slightest, you pretty much thrown the whole match. It's really hard to recover from that.
I absolutely agree, man. Well, it looks like 1-1 now. Impulse Gaming tying it up against SC2S. I wonder who StarCraft 2 strategy is going to go ahead and put out next. What are your thoughts?
Well, we've seen 2 PvPs, and I think we may see Terran player come out next. Terran being really strong in Heart of the Swarm right now to deal with that Protoss.
I see, man. Well, let's definitely definitely move right on into that next game. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Please like this on YouTube if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to our channel. Share it with your friends. Anything you can do to help promote these videos, guys, definitely goes a long way. Thanks for tuning in. It's an honor. Privilege. Good night. Well, not good night. We're going to game 3. Sorry.
Good night.